From the album Led Zeppelin 3, the Thor song. That's what it's called. That's what everybody calls it. They say, hey, you're listening to the Thor song, aren't you?
It's insane that legally, Led Zeppelin, one of the most litigious bands that has ever existed in classic rock, did not fight that one and supported it wholeheartedly.
Supported it wholeheartedly.
Mostly John Paul Jones. He always said, that's what I intended it to be. And then the other ones were like, you didn't help write that.
Did you know, Geoff, that this might be a good rock fact? I'm going to do a good rock fact on you. Get ready. Here it comes.
Unknown good rock fact. Here it comes.
It's time for Good Rock Facts with Geoff, the Angry Man Garlock. With Whisp, the Whisp Turlington.
The Whisp Turlington.
The phrase, now you can write this down for a future one if you want to surprise people, maybe when I'm out.
Okay.
Or, I'm taking an S break, if you know what I mean.
Sure, I do.
But the phrase wholeheartedly does come from the Extreme song Wholehearted.
Wow.
You heard it here first on the Whisp Turlington Show.
That's amazing. That is fantastic. That reminds me, Scotty, can you throw up that Good Rock Facts bumper there? Actually, reminded me of a Good Rock Fact.
Oh, good. Let's do it. Scotty, go ahead and fire it. Our producer behind the glass. This man, Geoff.
Yeah.
Before you fire it, Geoff. Before you fire it, Scotty, I just
have
to give you...
He's flustered about this.
I got to give you your due. This man's been with me for 40 years. 40 years as my producer. He was my producer at the Mountain. Mm-hmm. New York City's greatest classic rock.
Mm-hmm.
And he's here. He's with me all the way. I don't say this enough. I love you, Scotty.
Wow.
Now, if that's if Steve Lust were around to write about that, you could say I'm a boring piece of shit. Vanessa Creve from the Valverde Rag, you go ahead and write down that I'm a boring piece of shit.
She is around. I mean, she might still call me a true blue bastard, but we'll see about that.
We'll find out. But go ahead and fire it, Scotty. It's time for Good Rock Facts with Geoff, the Angry Man Garlock.
Here's a good rock fact from Geoff, the Angry Man Garlock. Did you know that the term wholeheartedly comes from the Extreme song Wholehearted?
Oh my God. Really?
What happens?
Unbelievable.
That is where it came from.
Well, that's it, guys. You get your Good Rock Facts right here on 108.9 The Honk. No other station's giving that to you. Fucking K-Slob. Across
K-Slob
town.
ain't giving you none of that.
They ain't giving that to you. So
they're hardly on the air, K-Slob.
Yeah, Kenner and Jenner did rematerialize though.
They did rematerialize. That is wonderful.
Rematerialize.
There was that period where K-Slob just shifted to they would just have little bumpers in between.
Yeah.
And then they'd play 20 active rock songs in a row.
Uh-huh.
It would just go straight from Trapped.
Yep.
To Hoobastank.
Yep.
Right into Creed and then into Alter Bridge.
Yep. Then
and it was just like, could we get more of this guitarist who won't stop palm muting over the most boring riffs ever?
And then it goes into Seether.
Oh,
and then it goes into
throwback. That's for Throwback Thursday, even when it's a Wednesday, because Kenner and Jenner weren't there. Tell them it's not Thursday.
They didn't know. Also,
and they said, you know what the response was? The computer said, "Can't fight the Seether."
Can't fight the Seether, Veruca Salt. My God, I love Veruca Salt.
Gotta say, my favorite kid.
I love them.
My favorite kid in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Number one, favorite kid in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Number two, what a great band. What a great band. Louise Post, Nina Gordon, and God, American Thighs. You know, when you're driving down the road and you're in the Whisp Mobile, a lot of times you're going to hear either one or two records.
You got two choices.
I got a 2 CD changer. It's in the trunk.
That's right. He can afford a 2 CD changer in the trunk.
Cha-ching. Look at the cash.
And that's when CD changers are the most effective. When you have to pull over to a rest stop.
Yep.
Because you've realized you want to listen to something else.
God, I got to put something else in. But I
got to move your spare tire over.
Disc 1.
Numero
American
uno.
Thighs.
Of course.
By Veruca Salt.
Of course.
Number 2? What do you think it is?
You got, I'm going to guess.
Please.
Don McLean's American Pie.
You know it.
American Thighs and American Pie. That's the only change you need.
That's about the Big Bopper. That's not everyone. Everyone makes a mistake. Scotty, go ahead and fire Good Rock Facts. Whoa, Scotty. Are you emotional? Are you emotional because I told you what?
Wow.
I think he's emotional.
He's got a little emotional.
It's okay. It's okay.
He's flustered here.
It's okay to feel emotion. See, that's what I feel.
He feels wholehearted emotions for you.
Wholehearted, which I just learned, comes from extreme.
And I can't believe that I'm the one who told you. Where did I hear that good rock fact?
I have no effing idea.
I'm so confused this one. I'm not going to lie. This has been a crazy morning.
Go ahead and fire it. Fire it.
Fire it.
It's time for Good Rock Facts with Geoff the Angry Man Garlock. God damn it. I forgot my Good Rock Fact was.
You forgot that also that your name is Whisp, the Wisp Turlington when it comes to Good Rock Facts.
The Wisp Turlington.
You got to have a name if you're giving a Good Rock Fact.
I was just saying, Scotty, that it's okay to feel emotions. And I say feel because that's what my therapist says, that, there's two levels. You feel them. That's like, that's surface. That's the surface stuff that makes Wisp angry.
Yes.
And if
anger's the easiest emotion, and of course you can get to that right in your first feel.
Yeah, if I focus on the feels, that's when angry Wisp comes out. But if I go deep in my feels,
that's the feels.
That's when I can get in the monster inside. It's a very Bruce Banner, Incredible Hulk thing.
I read the book, The Feels by your doctor. It's a fantastic book. Yep. New York Times #1 bestseller in therapy and psychotherapies.
Dr. Jimmy's feels.
Dr. Jimmy's feels. And I'm going to say, all right, I don't want to go off on a Jeff the Angry Man Garlock rant here, but I'll get off on a Jeff the Angry Man rant here. If you're out there and you've read the feels and you're giving what you call constructive criticism and saying this is basically just a pamphlet fleshed out to 500 pages that basically could be summed up by everyone is the Hulk and you got to end up being your feels.
That's his second book, though. Everyone is the Hulk.
That's what I'm saying, people. It's like that was just the starting point. That was just a precursor. You needed those 500 pages to get to the second book. And I'm halfway through Everyone is the Hulk. And I mean, it is making me change.
I am, he is, he are, we, and we are all together on the Wisp Turlington Show.
Good rock fact. That song is based off of that book and the feelings you feel off of that.
Good God. Good.
So many good rock
facts
fact
right there.
Good God facts. Do we have a good?
Do we have a
Scotty? Do we have good rock?
Do we have good God facts?
Good God facts. We've got good rock facts.
Okay.
We got. Can you work on that for the next break? Skeet.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
Hey. I thought I'd just pop into the studio, see what's going on. I've been on little vacation. How you guys doing? What's up? How are things?
Wisp, who is this?
That's Jason Gore.
What?
You guys, Geoff, I'm like your best friend, right?
Well,
I mean, you don't recognize
It's been a very long time.
Granted, I got a little bit of a tan. I mean, I'm feeling good. I needed a vacation. Once Boss Ron told me I didn't get the program director gig, I kind of lost it. And I was in Jamaica at an all-inclusive resort, and God,
was it Club Paradise?
It was Club Paradise, and I needed it.
Wow.
I needed it so bad, and
that, of course, is the club that is run by the ghost of Robin Williams.
Could you mute Jason's mic, please? I don't want him to hear any of this. Yes. Oh, I don't know. He's shaking his head no, and he's crying.
So no, we're going to go with yes on this one.
It's okay to feel. It's okay to feel. I'm certainly feeling some things right. What the fuck is going on, Geoff?
I mean, how do you get a tan so deep and lustrous that I can't even recognize you?
He's supposed to be in fucking space.
Oh, I was honestly, again, really thrown by...
Did you fucking forget?
No, I had it all here, and then the tan came in, and truly, this is who is this man?
Too. It's like, did we have George Hamilton on the schedule?
I thought George Hamilton was in here.
Oh, he is on the schedule. He's coming in the 9 o'clock hour.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
He's got a sequel to that vampire movie he was in.
Oh, God, that's going to be so good.
Love Bites is what I believe it's called.
It's Love Bites Again.
Love Bites Again.
I hope.
Then it says the full title.
That's the full title. Very weird.
And then
when we'll talk about it.
Was that the original title we're referencing?
Guys, I can still hear you.
Scotty, God
damn it.
What? Yeah, he is thrown by these feels.
What's going on? What do you mean I'm in fucking space?
I'm here. I was in Jamaica.
Wow. Wisp, excuse me, baking powder. You're going to be the one that has to handle this space question because thus doeth, thus explaineth.
Okay, first off, I'm going to do one quick thing. I'm going to check in with Jason Gore in space.
I mean, that's a good... Scotty, can you mute Jason for a second? Just
can
to say,
you mute this, Jason? And
Jason, so we can say, this is a great idea.
I got to see if he's still up there.
Wait, before you check if he is still up there.
Right.
I've got one question to ask you.
I've got a lot of questions, too.
Scotty,
God damn it, mute him.
He's muted? Great. What are you going to do if Jason Gore answers from space?
I'm going to S my pants, 1.
Uh-huh.
2,
is this going to be like, are we going to end up in the hidden situation?
What's that?
Is this going to be a close encounters of the turd kind?
The turd kind? I saw that. I watched Channel 8.
That was the parody that Zaz did.
Funny.
The Zucker brothers and Abrams did a version. Nobody saw it that often. It was the turd kind. Very
so
funny.
Hard.
They merged with the Wayans brothers and they did one movie all together, where there were so many jokes, and then the guys who did those epic movies all worked together, and it was so funny that it makes you not laugh.
It makes you not laugh.
It makes you not, because there's so many jokes and so many pop culture references.
Guys, could you just figure out what's going on?
My God, Scotty, get it together.
Oh, he's in there just weeping.
You know what? Just call Jason
Did you watch
while
Ted
Jason's
Lasso?
here.
Did you watch the latest season of Ted Lasso? Is that what happened? He is shaking his head, yes, and I got to say, I cried. I cried at that. I cried at Freevy's got that jury duty.
Oh,
made me cry.
Goodness. They all make
I'm
me
just
cry.
a big old ball of tears when it comes to TV, especially.
I mean, by the way, that's Dr. Jimmy's third book. He just has, it's just a list of TV shows that will make you cry.
Before we get to this space stuff, Geoff, I got to tell you, did you watch last night's Those Horny Royals?
Did I or did I cry watching Those Horny Royals?
I'm going to cry, Scotty. We have a clip. I am going to cry as soon as this is over. Go ahead and throw the clip.
Sire, it does seem that the Countess of Donington has written you quite the horny communique.
Scotty, that was 2 weeks ago. That was... Jesus, fuck. Can you get the right fucking clip up? The one from last night, Scotty.
The
sad one.
It was the sad
orgy.
I mean, I've never. There wasn't a dry eye in that orgy room.
Okay. Oh my God, there wasn't a dry eye in my orgy room.
There wasn't a dry anything in that orgy room when those Horny Royals were going.
Used to be in Orange Julius.
That was the interesting
at
part.
Turlington Manor.
Yes.
Okay.
I love your Orange Julius screening
it's so
room.
good. It's so good. Oh, here we go.
Sire, another very horny communique from Lady Donington.
Well, yes, I must read it post haste. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it is very horny indeed.
Indeed.
The thing that they're not showing you in that clip is that the card said, "I'm sick."
Oh my God.
Of being so horny.
And that goddamn royal had a reply card ready to go with a little cat hanging on a branch. It just said, hang in there. Blue balls will be done soon.
Wait, so is this is this on Channel 8 or Netflix? I mean, they didn't have this in Jamaica. What is this?
Oh God, Jason, I forgot. Jason, hold that thought. We'll tell you more about those Horny Royals.
We got a lot of tabs open here.
Oh my! There's a lot of tabs open.
There are
a lot of tabs open. Let's go ahead.
We can't forget about Skeet Ulrich, by the way. He is supposed to be coming in.
Skeet, we're gonna bump you. We're gonna bump you for this hour. We'll see you in the 7 o'clock hour. But really quickly, we do have to go over to traffic.
108.9 The Hawk traffic with Art Spart.
Well, from the Burt's Funeral Flowers traffic desk, I'm Art Spart. 108.9 The Hawk traffic. Well, it is a traffic nightmare out there, literally and figuratively. Every single street is blocked. From Tommy Shaw Avenue to James Young Way to Mr. Roboto Parkway. They are all blocked by various beasts of folklore, from the Sasquatch to the Jersey Devil, and, well, this one is on art. Well, actually, no. No. I'm not gonna blame myself, I'm gonna blame my contractor. As you all know, I am a cryptozoologist and monster hunter. I also have quite the collection of monsters, beasts, and legend that I keep in my house. As a reference and mini museum, if you will, picture the Collector from the Marvel Universe meets Ed and Lorraine's in-house occult museum. Now, I needed to do some updating, make those windows in there a little less drafty, and my constructor promised it would take 5 days. A month later, and I hardly have walls. Windows nowhere to be seen, pile of lumber in my yard, and a pack of chupacabras wandering my yard. Not escaping from my Spart arc of sorts on the honor system. Well, eventually, one tenacious Yeti who had learned the power of speech and had watched the new Planet of Apes series started an uprising and realized that there were no walls. And instead of being disappointed in Sammy, my contractor, they got angry at me for trapping them. And they have let loose on the town of Val Verde. So until further notice, I wouldn't make any big travel plans until I can sort this kerfuffle out. Or until I can get a solid confirmation from Sammy that he will show up and do his goddamn job that I paid for. And that's traffic from the Bert's Funeral Flowers desk. I'm Art Spart.
With Bert's Funeral Flowers, with Bert's Funeral Flowers. I gotta say, I have had so many contractor issues, and it's always the worst.
Oh,
it is the worst. It's like, come on. This is my domain. This is my place. I'd say it's getting to the point where I'm...
Do you want to protect your property? Do you want to make sure that thieves aren't going to come into your house? Then you need security. And you need security that'll work. And I ain't talking security systems, and I ain't talking security dogs. I'm talking territorial crows. Hi, I'm Speed McNamara, former Hollywood animal wrangler and current security expert. Did you know that crows can be either your best friend or your worst enemy? Treat them well, and they'll bring you gifts. Tiny little shiny baubles. But you treat them wrong, they'll come at you in droves, territorially, and peck out your eyes. And I've trained them to do just that for your house and your property. I've worked with every type of animal in Hollywood, and I gotta tell you, the only one that ever scared me was crows. That and producers. Just a little Hollywood joke. You know, I remember once working on the set of an episode of Alf. Funny show, Alf was trying to decide if he should eat crows or not. And I watched a murder of crows take down an extra in 2 seconds flat. They don't call him a murder for nothing. Ever since then, I decided to use my skills at training animals for good, not evil. Let's get the crows on our side for security. And that's when Territorial Crow Security was born. If you choose Territorial Crows, I will come to your house for a free consultation. Decide how many crows I think you need to protect your property, and I will train them to watch out for you. And if anyone comes on your property, they're going down like an extra on the set of Alf. That's my promise to you. Territorial Crows, get those murdering bastards on your side.
It's me, Mickey Mac, with today's On This Day in Rock History. On this day in rock history, in 1972, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones wrote their classic song, Angie. Now, it's rumored that the title is about David Bowie's first wife, or Keith's newborn daughter, but it's a little-known fact that the song had many original names kicked around, such as Brenda. Kathy, and Charlene, None of those names worked for Keith or Mick. And eventually, after writing down and recording 240 different names, Keith and Mick said, fuck it. Let's call it Angie. And the song we know and love was born. And that's today's On This Day in Rock History. I'm Mickey Mac.
On This Day in Rock History, brought to you by Shooter's Bar and Grill and 108.9 The Hawk.
I tell you, we could use some Iron Man out there. Going off of Art's thing, we told us. I can't believe we need some people here. Of course, Iron Man by Black Sabbath on 108.9 The Hawk.
Good Lord.
What is going on out there?
Art, I mean, what are you thinking, buddy?
Well, I'm thinking that there's quite that situation going on in Valverde, and I'm torn between work and work, if you know what I mean.
That is true. Have you thought about bringing in Ed and Lorraine Warren, famed occult hunters?
Well, you know what? They're good. They're decent.
They are dead. That is a problem.
That is a problem, but that is not a problem when you're an occult hunter.
That is true.
Once you pass, you actually get a little better, but not as good as old Art Spart here.
That is true. Even
hey, Art,
with the
how are you, man? It's Jason.
House. Wait, what? Who is this?
Oh
Who is this tan
God,
man
Jason's
here?
still in the studio.
Oh my God! I completely thought it was the vampire again.
Okay.
And Art, I'm not talking about the real vampire, of course.
Okay, we'll talk to you in a bit, Art. Calm down. Jason, Jesus Christ. We really got to figure this out. I got to talk to Jason in space. Yeah. Let's see, which button was that? I think is it, let's see. Nope. Okay, that killed that bed. So it's not that button.
Wow, we are.
Oh,
I gotta say, we are fumbling here today.
We are really fumbling, but we're a little in shock. You know, Jason George Hamilton Gore right here.
Jason Hamilton is here, right in front of us.
Jason, the evil bastard, maybe in space or back.
Maybe in space.
I do not know. And if he is back, and it's the same one, you're playing a real fucking twisted evil game, and I kind of respect it. Maybe this is the button. Is this for space?
Larfs and barfs.
Ah, no, it isn't. No. This
Yes,
is our
or not.
brand new segment. It's Larfs and Barfs. Oh, my God. We wanted to separate out the news. So there's sad news, and we'll cover sad news, and news is pretty much sad all the time, but we wanted something that would just tickle that old funny bone right here on the Whisp Turlington Show every morning on 108.9 The Hawk. And my God,
you gotta
Geoff,
have some larfs, and you gotta have some barfs from them larfs.
we say it constantly, put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
Okay, here we go. First larf and barf. I don't know if you know about this, Geoff, but a new study has found that dogs can tell the difference between happy and sad human faces.
Dogs, all right?
Dogs.
You're gonna tell me dogs are doing that, right?
Oh, I
Right?
mean,
sad and happy? Please.
I sometimes can't tell the difference. Like, sometimes people truly cry in a very happy face way, and I'm like, oh, I must have said something funny. And they're like, no, I was crying looking at that explosion over there. And I'm like, whoa, no.
Sometimes people are smiling and they're choking back the tears.
Yep.
The tears from all that sad news.
Well, you know.
But that's why we got to get a dog in here. But I bet you they'll tell you if it's a happy or sad human crotch. If it's a dog, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that one got me good. That one. You got art going over there. Good, too. Oh, God. Let's see here. Here's a good one. Here's a real good one. A new
wait,
study.
hold on. Can I look at it first before you read it? Hold on.
Go for it.
Yeah, this is a good one. Read this.
Okay, here we go. A group of scientists in Japan have developed a new type of robot that can mimic the movements of a human hand. Oh, easy punchline there, but it only does the jag off.
I'm not saying anything.
Gotcha good.
Squirt.
Gotcha
Oh, man.
Good. Gotcha good. Here's another. That's our last laugh and our last, our last larf, barf.
Last laugh.
Oh, wait, nope. Looks like it's ending.
Larfs and barfs.
Well, the segment's over.
All right, I guess it's back to sad news.
Yes, it's back. Oh, well, we better go ahead and do that.
All the news you can use, or the news you could lose. It's news time on 108.9 The Hawk.
Well, in sad news, Mayor Tony Tetringo, I guess he's the 78th mayor of Valverde, has just passed away at the age of 93.
Wow. Rest in power,
Rest
Tony
in power.
Tetringo.
Mayor Tony Tetringo.
Made Tetringo pizza rolls.
Oh, my God.
What some of the best goddamn pizza rolls you ever
They're
had.
so big. There's literally just two.
They should have just called it it's essentially a large pizza rolled up.
Yes.
And that's it. You got to just shove it in the oven. And you got to lie to yourself you're having a snack, right? It's not a snack. It's a meal. And it's 2 meals.
Pizza rolls, and they always had the best commercial. Where it was like the guy, he comes in his kitchen and he's like, what's that? What's that? And he opens the oven and he's like, these pizza rolls are too big.
Oh, those are the best.
Oh.
And I love, you know what? I love those Tetringo cheese sticks.
Are we going to fucking figure out what's going on? Because
Hey,
whoa,
Jason,
why don't you
show some goddamn respect to Mayor Tetringo.
Mayor fucking Tetringo just died.
Mayor Tetringo. We're expecting something from Mayor David Lee Roth any moment now to show the proper respect, and you're coming in here. We don't even know, by the way. We don't even know if you are the real Jason Gore yet.
We've been trying idea. We've been trying all goddamn
morning to call up to Jason Gore in space.
Damn morning.
Every time you keep interrupting us, it isn't us.
Okay, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm just excited to be back. I'm excited to be back with my friends. If you're playing that game, if you're not in space and you're saying those things that are really nice and touch and feels, I'm going to say that is one twisted masterpiece of some strategy right there. And I could end up with a knife in my back by the end of this broadcast if that's what's definitely happening.
Is that what's definitely happening?
Mayor Lee Roth is, we just got his statement in on the passing of former Mayor Tony Tetringo. Go ahead, Scotty, play that for us.
People should move, try something, try it. No guts, no game. Go for it, man. What do you got to lose? Nothing.
What do you got to lose? And that is something that Mayor Tetringo would always say. He would say, go for it all the time.
You got to give Mayor David Lee Roth. People have complaints. People have problems with him now and then, but he's got away with goddamn words.
He's got away with goddamn words.
Especially at times when the town is grieving.
Oh, God.
Because the thing is, Tetringo made all those pizza rolls on his own.
He did. Every single gigantic Tetringo pizza roll was made.
Now we've lost 2 loves. Mayor Tony Tetringo.
Did not even think of it that way.
And the pizza rolls are gone.
Did not even think of it that way.
Now we're going to have to eat tiny pizza rolls?
So you're telling me, Geoff.
Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to go on a little Whisp rant here. Go ahead.
It's a Whisp rant.
Go ahead. It's time. Let's fire it off. That's what this is. It is a Whisp rant. Where is it? Okay, here we go. You're telling me, Wisp Turlington, you're telling me that there's goddamn chupacabra in the streets? And Mayor Tetringo is dead? And I'm never gonna have another Tetringo pizza roll? You're telling me. And that's You're Telling Me, a new segment right here on 108.9 The Hawk.
Fantastic. Scotty, you got to work on the bumper for that one, because there is nothing. I was loving every second of that. Just you recanting the information we just heard, because that's what I was saying to myself when I was hearing all of this was, you're telling me, but you spoke for me.
Wait. Would you like to do what you were telling me?
I would love to do what you're telling me.
Okay, well, guess what? It's your turn.
Are you telling me? You're telling me that I'm not going to have another Tetringo pizza roll? That I am not going to hear more words from David Lee Roth that he just said? You're telling me? I mean, I have to sit here and listen to and you're telling me that it's over?
I got another thing for you, Geoff.
Give it to me.
It's time for Good Rock Facts with Geoff
Yeah, Wisp, the Wisp Turlington. Did you know that the phrase "more words" comes from Extreme's song "More Than Words"? Didn't exist before it.
You're kidding me.
Exists after it because of it, and that's Good Rock Facts on 108.9 The Hawk.
That is insane. Yeah, by the way, that's just reminding me can I get Scotty, can I get a good rock fact here?
Scotty, can we get go ahead.
It's time for Good Rock Facts with Geoff the Angry Man Garlock.
Wisp, I gotta tell you this. Did you know this fact? Get the funk out. The word funk did not exist before Extreme coined
Are
that.
you kidding me?
The musical genre did not exist. It literally just appeared from the ether the minute Get the Funk Out was recorded. And George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars, they became a reality after that moment. Look it up. I mean, that's just a good rock fact.
Look it up.
Look it up.
That's
we
how you should end
need to get a Look It Up segment, by the way.
Let's do a Look It Up segment sometime. Let's do that sometime.
Sometime. Not now. Not right now.
Hey, guys.
There's so many segments. Skeet's still waiting.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Wait, what?
Jason Gore. Hi, guys. That's a great fact about Extreme. I didn't know about that one or More Words. I did know this one. I don't know if you said this. Can I get the sounder anyway? Okay, great.
It's time for Good Rock Facts with Geoff the Angry Man Garlock.
Now, I don't know if you know this, Geoff or Wisp, but the phrase wholehearted comes from the song Wholehearted. Or like, I wholeheartedly agree with you. That's an Extreme fact. Look it up. Yeah, we did that at the beginning, but, you know,
Has this leathery vampire been listening to us at all? I mean, what is going on here?
Guys, come on. It's just a little tan. It's a little tan. What am I going to do? Well, I know you can't get tan in space. I learned that from the movie Contact.
That was the original tagline for Alien, and they didn't use it.
You can't get a tan in space.
Exactly, and then Contact was like, finders keepers.
You know, I was there when they were pitching that tagline to my good best friend in the whole wide world, Ridley Scott.
Oh, and Mr. Scott.
You know, the Fox people, they come in and they're like, they're dumb because they're a studio. They're like, they're real slow like an ogre, but not like a giant like Mount Hetfield. Love you, James.
No.
When you're back from tour and
Hetfield.
The mountain's back, that's going to be great.
So glad that you were on tour and then you came back and you became a real mountain.
That's something people don't understand, and some people don't know, is that James Hetfield, when we say Mount Hetfield, it is actually James Hetfield.
That's James Hetfield.
A giant.
When he's not on tour.
This is true, guys. Just chiming in. This is true.
And that's a good rock fact from Art right there.
We should have a This Is True segment.
This Is True segment.
Scotty, I hope you're not too sad or too touched to just write down all these great ideas that we're generating live.
Sharpen your goddamn pencil and write these down.
On 108.9 The Hawk. Oh, but anyway, so the Fox people, they're like, and they're not even
Hold on a second. Hold on. Are real studio executives in
Are they in the studio?
No,
Because
that sounds dead on with how fucking dumb anyone who works in a studio sounds. Oh, just a bunch of mouth breathers.
That's what AI sounds like. That's what AI sounds like. You put your phone, you go on any AI and you put your phone up to it, and then you're listening on another phone. That's the sound that's going to come through the phone.
That's it right there. I thought I was also hearing the script that AI wrote for Alien.
Oh, well, that is. I'm glad you got it.
And the problem is AI, all of a sudden, they don't realize that you can't hear screams in space, and they think it's supposed to be just,
me.
What?
I mean, I want to know what's going on. I feel freaked out that there's another me.
No, you're right. You're right, Leather Vampire. I do also want to find out what's going on with this Ridley Scott story. What
you know what?
is the finish on this?
Let's put a pin in that. I will.
Scotty, can you write that down? By the way, can we have a put a pin in it segment?
Put a pin. Okay, here it is.
Can I say, by the way, before we get back to this, because this is, of course, we want to close tabs here, but we are blue skying like it's nobody's business today, and I am loving it.
Thank you. I
think we could add an extra. I am feeling the feels for all of these new segments that we've got coming.
You know what? I am too. We're doing it, and we're in your fucking face, K-Slob. The ratings did come out yesterday. K-Slob number 1.
Oh boy.
Hits 103 number 2. Guess where old 108.9 The Hawk is?
Are we at number 8?
Keep going.
A little lower?
Keep going.
16?
Keep going.
23.
Keep going.
The number 23 from Jim Carrey. Is that what that movie was about?
That is exactly what that movie is about. You should have a movie podcast. Have you thought about that?
I don't know. It feels like there's too many movie podcasts out there.
Many movie podcasts. Everybody.
I mean, who wants to? No one. Who wants to listen to some idiots yammer about some movies that hardly anybody's watched?
If I was going to do it, I would do it with my buddy Ridley Scott. I think he's got a lot of things to say.
I mean, here's a pitch just to throw. Since we've been blue skying, we're loving it. We're bringing out all the feels. How about a movie podcast? You, me, Ridley Scott, and we go through second by second the movie The Number 23 starring Jim Carrey.
Oh, God. I'm going to call Ridley.
Each episode 2 hours based on 1 second of what happens in The Number 23.
That's too short. 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. You got it. Because I like a good long podcast.
I love a good... I need to know what you think about every fucking character. And I mean the ones like extras where you're like, oh, Shorty McStain, he was an extra in this one, and he did real good.
As long as you're spending a good 10, 15 minutes trying to remember the name of the character actor who played. What, you want to get in on this podcast, The Leather Vampire?
I'm not saying please about that. I want to know what's going on.
With the Ridley Scott story that he started originally.
No, not with the Ridley Scott story. What is going on with space?
Oh, right. We were supposed to call up space.
Oh, shit.
We just had so much going on here today.
It's a lot of blue sky in here on the Wisp Turlington Show. Wisp and Geoff in the morning on 108.9 The Hawk. And I think this is the button. Let's do.
Barfs and barfs.
Nope, it isn't. But, you know, when it plays, you got to do it. So get ready. Hold on to your pants there, Geoff. A man in Valverde won the lottery after buying a ticket with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
What? That is unbelievable that could happen. I mean, I should have been trying that. I mean, that's like the code an idiot puts on their luggage.
Like a studio head or something would put in there, you know? They would like,
exactly.
If you're going to open up a studio head's luggage, the first thing you put in is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think when Mel Brooks wrote that joke in Spaceballs, he was thinking about the studio head who told him that joke is over my head. And And Mel Brooks was like, screw you. I think now you're a character in my goddamn movie. How about that?
You're in the goddamn movie. What are you going to do
We could talk about those studio heads who end up becoming characters in the number 23 for at least 30 minutes every
Ridley's
episode.
going to go at least 50 minutes on that.
Oh, once he gets going on studios.
Oh, my God. Ridley Scott going on a studio. Good Lord. That could be the whole show itself. Another Larfs and Barfs here. A new study has found that people who eat chocolate are less likely to get Alzheimer's disease.
3 bars, please.
Yeah, I mean...
Utah, make it 3.
Another movie reference.
And I added 1 just for the heck of it. Because why not? I'm scared of Alzheimer's. It keeps me up every single night. Once I watched Away From Her, directed by the wonderful Sarah Polley. I will not be doing a podcast on that one.
Nope.
I have been frightened of it in my Tim Rice van.
Oh, God. I will just... But also on the other flip side of that, Geoff, let's be real. I'm a real chocoholic.
I mean...
I can't get enough of it.
I'm literally addicted to chocolate.
I love Barnson's chocolate. Oh. It's the best. I wish they would sponsor the show. Barnson's chocolate. Also, great soda. Sting is doing their commercials for their soda thing. I was supposed to get that gig. But Barnson's soda, delicious.
I gotta say, I've been loving Flavor Country chocolate lately.
Please, guys, seriously. Wait, no, it's ending. It's ending.
Flavor Country.
Okay, it's over.
It's over. All right. Guess Jason doesn't want to hear about my Flavor Country chocolate. All right, I guess that's fine. So wonderful chocolate, by the way. It gets very white very quick.
It's my turn.
Oh, okay. You're up, Art.
From the Burt's Funeral Flowers traffic desk, I'm Art Spart. 108.9 The Hawk traffic. Well, it's not better. It's worse, Valverde. Now, usually in the second traffic report, things have cleared up a bit, and we can all hoot and chuckle about the madness that happened before. Hoot, chuckle. But I tell you, there will be no hooting and chuckling today. unless it is being done by Count Verde. Yep. Valverde's resident Dracula and my arch nemesis. And I can say Dracula because he is a goddamn Dracula. And the true inspiration for that extremely inaccurate young adult novel that Bram Stoker wrote. Anyway, Count Verde saw the Yeti, he saw the Chupacabras, he saw the Mothmen, and quickly recruited them to his cause, which is making Art Spart's life a living goddamn nightmare by attacking all of the Valverde traffic landmarks I truly love. Lasagna Junction, rebuilt just yesterday. Down today. Vince Neil Memorial Bridge. Mayor Lee Roth was just on it for the reopening ceremony minutes ago when a giant mole monster rose out of Verde River in Slayer Gulch and chomped the whole thing. You can still hear Mayor Lee Roth in its belly. And now I'm gonna have to be the one to cut him out. Soundgarden Boulevard! It was full of some of the dumbest Frankensteins you've ever encountered, and I have encountered some very stupid Frankensteins. And the jewel of Valverde, our glorious Hog Street, full of mummies and vampire brides. Look, people, all I want is to do is to give you the traffics. Monster hunting is usually for the nighttime. It's the right time for fighting. And because of my goddamn contractor, Sammy, I gotta take some PTO and finish this and get all my dumb monsters back in Art's Ark. But other than that, 422 is looking okay if you're headed to the Valverde Boat Show. No issues on 413 either. Interstate 666 is ironically empty. I don't like it. Feels like a trap. And that's traffic with Art Spart from the Bert's Funeral Flowers desk on 108.9 The Hawk.
With Bert's Funeral Flowers, with Bert's Funeral Flowers. I do not like it either. I don't like it. It does sound like a trap. A lot of other things in here kind of sound like a trap, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, looking over at Jason Gore in the studio right now, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, wink, wink, say no more. John Cleese, favorite comedian. Right now.
Nothing wrong with him.
Nothing wrong with him. It's Van Halen on the Hawk. I'm Clarence.
I'm Flern.
And remember, we're the Construction Brothers. And we want to construct you.
You? Oh, wait, we're constructing them now?
We're gonna build you.
Oh, okay.
A better
We are now
you.
licensed psychologists.
No, bodies.
Oh, we're building body. Hey, man, we got to go through this before we get on air.
I
These
don't
spots
know. I
cost
just
a lot of
panic.
money.
I
know you
panic
panic.
every
You made too many
time.
promises. Again, we know that we've made too many promises, that we will get there on time, that we will finish your shed, and that we are licensed now psychotherapists and construction people. But we can't promise we are brothers, and we are the Construction Brothers.
And I promise that we will work on our promises. I'm Clarence.
I'm Flern.
And we're the Construction Brothers.
When a busload of cheerleaders runs into the van of a porno grind band that's on tour, and then they both run into a truck carrying toxic waste. The only thing that comes out of it is the most messed up cult classic you've ever seen. Linnea Quigley, Clint Howard, and Bill Maher in a trauma production of a Frank Henenlotter film that has also been edited down to around 27 minutes because we had to cut out all of the messed up scenes you remember from your childhood and replaced it with lots of commercials. Splatter fucks in the Puke Bowl-O-Rama 2000 as part of Channel 8's all summer long Shocktoberfest. Channel 8, your home for great shit.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, they listen to 108.9 The Hawk.
Hey, this is Ron in South Valverde. You know, I had to go to the hospital and get my stomach pumped, and it was no fun, but it reminded me of Rod Stewart, and I would like to hear Every Picture Tells a Story.
And you're listening to 108.9 The Hawk. Mississippi Queen! You know,
Your Mississippi King.
Oh, yeah. Is
Excuse
That's a good
me.
question.
Is there a Mississippi King?
And Leslie West would just say, please don't say that. You're making a mockery of my classic rock
I
classic.
worked very hard on that song. Why would
R.I.P.
you
Leslie
joke on it?
West. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Oh, God. What a show we've had so far.
So much been going on. Lots of new segments.
Lots of new
fun
segments. Oh, we also have another person in the studio that I haven't even introduced yet. We're in the 7 o'clock hour, and Kegstand, you've just been sitting over there this whole time. You've been sitting here so quiet, and that kind of shocks me because I hired... Here's the deal, guys. We are number 43 in the ratings. There are only 38 stations in Valverde, so we're 43. And K-Slob's number 1, man. Everyone loves that Kenner and Jenner. So I thought, hey, let's test out a guy that's a little bit like Kenner, a little bit like Jenner. But, he's got his own thing going on. But he kind of fits in with their vibe. And maybe he'll be a good part of the Whisp Turlington show. And, we needed our own dirty, loudmouth, dumb morning radio sidekick. And Kegstand, I'm so happy you're here. What's going on, Kegstand?
Hey, man, don't mind me. I just been over here just chugging on a brewski. Kegstand.
oh, God, Kegstand.
Hey, who's got swamp ass in here? I do. Kegstand.
I'm glad that you answered that because I was wondering, and I wasn't going to answer it because I was worried maybe it's Whisp Turlington with swamp ass.
Oh, no, man. If there's swamp ass in the studio, it's going to be Kegstand.
Guys, can we please just see what's going on?
Whoa, who's this leather vampire over here?
Kegstand.
Stay away from the brewski, broski.
Oh, man, you got Kegstand. You got a
Kegstand.
You got Kegstand, Jason.
I'm liking Kegstand. I got to say,
what?
he's a good guy.
We do have breaking news. I'm sorry, Jason, we have to go to it.
All the news you can use, or the news you can lose. It's news time on 108.9 The Hawk.
So we do have confirmation from Keith Talons down at Rock Dolls, Hog Street. Oh, God, don't get me started on Rock Dolls. Love Rock Dolls so much. If you're looking for a slightly used to not used to very used sex doll that has been converted into some of your favorite rockers, you got to go to Rock Dolls.
You got to go to the Rock Dolls. They got all price levels, and they got all beat up levels.
All beat up levels. And as a gift, because when the ratings were coming out, Keith Talons thought for sure we'd be number 1. I did too. Scotty thought it. We all thought it. But we'll get there. We will get there. But to celebrate anyway, Keith Talons went ahead and made Rock Dolls of all of your favorite 108.9 The Hawk DJs. I got one. So obviously I'm a favorite.
Yeah, numero unos.
There's a Geoff, the Angry Man Garlock one.
Geoff, the Angry Man Garlock rock.
There is there's a Jason
Do we know
Gore.
if it's based off of other people's models?
In what way?
Like, it was mine just like look like either like a Jack Osbourne or like
yours was based on the Jack Osbourne.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
I could tell right away.
Yeah, mine was based on Meatloaf.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. You got to start somewhere. It's like He-Man. It's like He-Man figures.
You got to start
you got to have that one mold that they make for something else and then just be like, you know what? What else can we make this into?
What was He-Man's real name? Like Prince Albert?
Yeah, it was Prince Albert.
Was it Prince Albert?
My Prince Albert got infected twice.
Kegstand, I love it. I am so happy you're here. I am so happy you're part of the Whisp Turlington show. That was a setup, Geoff. I set Kegstand up, and he hit it like it was T-ball.
Truly did. It is amazing, too, that Keith made a Kegstand rock doll already. Based it off of, I think, Pigpen from the Grateful Dead.
So
that original, just filthy, disgusting, just dirty.
But also, he got me dead to rights. Kegstand.
Kegstand. Oh, you're wearing the dirtiest Dave Matthews Band T-shirt I've ever seen. I think it was a white shirt at once. I do think it was a white shirt at once. It's not now.
I don't even remember because I passed out in a porta potty at every single Dave Matthews Band show I've been to.
Kegstand.
I was so sad.
Oh, yeah, Kegstand. So, yeah, let's... the news is, Jason, and you're really going to love this. I'm over here waiting. I
can't wait. I can't wait for this news. I think I'm going to love it already.
So, none of the dolls were sentient. Really? Except for one. And we're checking in with him right now. Go ahead and kill that. I figured out what button it was. I am smart.
Good. Yeah, that's why you're the number one rock doll.
Jason Gore, broadcasting live from space. What's going on, buddy? How are you up there? You figured it out, huh?
Wow.
What do you mean?
What is going on here?
You figured out I never needed oxygen up here, correct? Didn't really. I mean, Scotty, you were supposed to send the oxygen drone. That was a mistake.
Oopsies.
That was a big old whoopsie poopsies on Wispy's Turlington seas.
I once lost oxygen at a Spin Doctors concert for 5 minutes. Didn't affect me. Kegstand.
Kegstand. Who was that?
Oh, that's just the new guy we got. That's
Me?
Kegstand. He's fantastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You've got the real Jason in there. Wonderful. This is good.
This is
well,
juicy.
guess what, guys? You'll never defeat me, and you'll never defeat President Fokker. Well, I think he exploded.
Wow, okay.
That's just the sound the space makes. The mic, really good mics up there on Drone 69.
I mean, there are good mics up there. Yeah, I mean, we forgot the oxygen, but sent up the good mics.
Who the fuck is President Fokker?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. He's throwing some curveballs at us. I mean, I'm still blown away that he's just was a sentient rock doll. And so when he was program director, was that not him?
No, he was.
That was just him being.
I mean, how long have you been in Jamaica, Jason? I've been in Jamaica for about 2 months. That's expensive. Well, yeah, I mean, I
was that paid vacation time? Was that something we should need to take up with station manager Ron?
Time. It was, and Ron did pay for it because he was bummed that I didn't. Are you kidding me? The program director job, but then I guess I'm really confused. Then, like, Boss Ron obviously hired me. So why didn't anyone tell me?
Wow. The plot just gets thicker and thicker.
I don't even know who was hired for program director. That's a real thick plot. Thick girth. A lot of girth on that plot.
Lot of, like it's a real chode of a plot right there.
Serious chode of a plot.
Serious chode of a plot.
The Kegstand smiling.
Chodes,
chode of a plot every Wednesday night on Channel 8. It is their crime procedural. And it's wonderful.
Sci-fi crime procedural.
It is crime procedural. I've missed so many TV shows, guys. I have missed so many TV shows.
Oh, you got to check out Chode of a Plot.
Chode of a Plot is hilarious, but also very serious.
Very serious, and they shove just every type of show into one show. And you're like, how do they do this every week? And they do it.
Well, we don't know who was hired for program director, and then I guess fired quickly to hire. What a mess. What a mess. Keith Talons, I blame you. I blame Art Spart's contractor, Sammy, for the problems happening in the streets.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I think so. That's what. That's the thing we can. You know what I'm realizing here? The main thing we can learn from
What's the moral of the story?
If Jeff, I could sum up.
That is a great segment. That is a great
moral of the story. Write that one down.
Let's see. Yeah. I think I do have music for that.
Do we have a bit?
Do we have a moral of the story sound? Here we go. Okay, what's the moral of the story?
I gotta say, if I had to sum up the moral of the story for today's entire broadcast,
yes,
you gotta hire the right contractor.
You gotta hire the right contractor. You gotta
get references, and you gotta make sure everything's gonna fall apart around you.
Also, when you're building a rock doll, you don't need to put a lot of electronics in it.
Don't throw a lot of electronics in it.
It's literally just there to, like, hug and put a guitar on. Not have sex with.
Not have sex. You're not using those holes that can be used for sex for anything.
You use that to hold existing. Hold stuff like a highlighter. Like, where did I put my highlighter? Oh, it's in the butt of my Tommy Shaw from Styx.
Exactly. Where's my roll of pennies?
Oh, it's in my Joey Kramer from Aerosmith.
And I tell you, if you are holding pennies, you're gonna want to get a Kramer because that one.
Where is my string cheese stick?
Oh,
it is in the butt of my Billy Squire.
Exactly.
That's the
and
moral
where
of the story,
is
folks.
my Mayor Tritrinkio's
Oh God,
pizza roll?
Mayor Tritrinkio, we miss you. We love you.
It's in Billy Sheehan's rock dial, by the way.
Knew
it's
it.
In his
I
butthole.
knew
You
it.
knew it.
That
You
is
knew
huge.
it.
Big bass solos.
Big bass solos.
Bass
big
hole,
holes.
if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
I know exactly. I know what you mean too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, Kegstand.
I got a pizza hole up my hole.
I bet you do. We've got quite a good gang in here now. What a good show. Art Spart.
This
Jeff
is like
Garlock,
our gag right here.
Jason Gore. I mean, there is no stopping us. We're going right to the top. One could even say we're a little bit back on the chain gang, if you know what I mean, on 108.9. The Hawk.